Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Juan Cristales here, man. We are going to be going over the house with the absolute worst termite damage I had ever done. I don't think I could ever get anything worse than this. And let me tell you something. This is one of the reasons why I decided to stop doing fix and flips, because these crazy surprises are what really kill your budget and any potential profits that you may have in it. This is why we're now doing ground up new construction, and we've been doing ground up new construction for the last 5 years. You're able to start fresh, and basically the numbers are more consistent because you're starting fresh. Now check this out. I'm going to go through this particular property here real quick and how we were able to get out of it just by selling it, but it was essentially almost brand new. Now check this out. So one of the problems that we had with this property when we first bought it was that there was a lot of stuff in it. This hoarder house. You could see this from afar, but there was beds, and there was furniture, and there was stuff all over the floor. It was hard to get to this stuff. The challenge whenever you take off sheetrock, and we knew we were going to have to take this a windowsill out. The challenge is that when you take off the windows and take off the sheetrock, you have to take off all the wood. And since we're going to take off all this sheetrock here as well because it's so damaged, you'll see a little bit later, is that you have to take out the casing, and then the doors are trash. And then all the door frame stuff is trash. So you have to redo all that stuff. You have to redo all of the baseboards. There's just a lot of work when you have to do a complete gut on an entire house. Again, we took out the carpet to see what was going on underneath there. And as you can see, all of this stuff is just absolute trash. I'm not sure what was spilt on the floor there. This is one of the, my goodness, this is a light switch. And look at how dirty this thing has gotten over the course of time. All right, guys, I got my helper here. What's your name?
Judah.
This is Judah. He's going to be helping me out. All right, so look at this light switch that we have here, man. This thing is absolutely dirty. So, we bought this house about 33 cents on the dollar.
Why is that light broke? Why is that light dirty?
It's just really dirty, son. This is the way it was.
Is it really dirty?
Very, very dirty.
Yeah.
Now, take a look at this stuff here. Look at this bathroom. We have more termite damage here. Now, I just told you guys that we ended up buying this property at 33 cents on the dollar.
Daddy, why is that wall broken?
Because there was termite damage on there, and they were eating it all up. And they looked like it's tried to repair it a few times, but they didn't fully take care of the termites. And so whenever you're doing, buying properties that you're going to either try to keep as rentals or properties that you're going to fix and flip, you always bake in,
Why is the brown stuff over there?
This is the carpet. It's the old shag carpet. You try to bake in
a
price.
Yeah, like that. That looks like leaves.
I know.
Like something else.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hang on a second, okay? So you try to bake in extra expenses that you might have. But let me show you another picture here. Okay, so I made this video here of, what we were going through with this particular property. And check this out, man. We are having to get rid of a lot of the stuff. Now, really the biggest challenge that we have here is that we're taking out the sheetrock, and as we're taking out the sheetrock, you can see some of the damage here on the left-hand side. You see the termite damage there? All the little bugs are biting it. Now look at this. This is a serious problem with the termites. As you can see here, let me move this thing out of the way here. But as you can see clearly, the termites have eaten away at the base plates. So this is the base plate here. And have eaten away here, and have eaten away at all this other stuff there. And so the problem with that is that now what's supposed to be, look at that, it's completely falling apart. It's just like, there's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. So the challenge that we have there is that we have to hold up. Let me back this up here real quick. Sorry, guys. Let me back this up. The challenge that we have here, guys, is that we have to replace this, right? But you can't replace it one piece at a time. You have to build out the whole entire wall, do all this other stuff that you have to do, set it all in. The thing is that we have to have something to hold up the wall.
Okay.
So the challenge here, guys, is that, like, look at this. This damage is so extensive that whenever you, Judah, what are you doing in the background back there? Stop. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. These little guys here just crack me up. Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. So check this out. So we have to figure out a way to support the roof. Okay, okay, guys. So here's what it looks like once it's fixed. Like, it's finished now. We've gone ahead and fixed this thing. But the challenge was is that we had to replace wood up here You see this wood here had to be replaced. All this wood had to be replaced here, here, all this other stuff, man. I mean, it was pretty much building out this whole new structure. So you see this stuff here, we're having to hold up. So we had to put a false wall, which is like a temporary wall. Right here was a temporary wall that we had to put up while we took out this back wall. I can't really change colors here, but you know, we're having to take out this back wall here. Had to be taken out, so we had to have a temporary wall to hold all the weight up from the roof while we took out this entire wall, replaced it, repaired it, and then took out the temporary wall that we had put up here to be able to do that. It's just the logistics of it, and it was just absolutely insane. And you know, even though we had bought this house at like 30 cents on the dollar, 33 cents on the dollar, I don't remember exactly the price, but I mean, I remember the price we bought it for, just I don't remember the percentage. You know, it was still a very, very difficult task to get all this stuff done, and the framers are trying to, like, you know, do everything very, very carefully without, you know, shifting off the brick or having the brick fall out. I mean, I was nervous through this entire process because I was afraid that, you know, because this is brick veneer on the exterior, and brick veneer is not structural, right? It's not holding up any like real weight. It's actually just veneer, means that it's like, it's just for show, right? So the outside is just like a covering to make it look nice. And, you know, because of that, like, we had to figure out a way to get this thing to stay upright without it falling over. So anyways, it was real stressful. Now, again, this is just one of those one-off houses that I couldn't pass up because I was getting such a good deal on it. But we spent so much money on it that we had to sell it because it was no longer going to make sense trying to refinance it as a rental, even though everything inside of it was new. Again, look at this extensive termite damage. It was pretty insane. So here's what the house looked like once we were finished with it. And I'm telling you, this was a really, really tough deal to go through. But, you know, everything was done, you know, correctly. All new wiring, all new plumbing. I mean, everything had to be redone. It was pretty intense. But we spent so much money trying to put this house back together that even though we thought, oh man, it's going to make a great rental, we weren't able to do that because we spent so much money trying to fix it. You know, we were able to make some money on the back end trying to sell it, but it was very, very tight, very, very difficult. You know, even the septic system in the backyard had to be replaced completely. So anyways, guys, this is one of the big reasons why now we go ahead and do new construction, mostly because like we don't have these crazy surprises, right? We know a good idea of approximately how much we need to pay for the lot, and then we punch in the numbers of what we're going to, you know, pay to have the entire property just built in. So we're paying about $100 a square foot right now, ballpark, to just, you know, do the new construction. It's a little bit challenging right now given the times, the economic situations that we're in, but that's about ballpark about where we're trying to stay to. You know, we're not paying ourselves anything, but then on the back end, if we can sell it or refinance it, that's what makes the difference. That's how we're able to keep the consistency of doing new construction with a very similar product every single time, over and over again, and have that as a repeatable process. So hey guys, if you're a real estate investor, landlord, fix and flipper, and you're looking for something different because the market is just crazy right now, I'm telling you, new construction is really what I'm teaching. I've been doing it for about 5 years. We started off with single family residential, and now we were doing duplexes. The duplex model works a lot better because of the double rents, and for the approximate same price of building or buying actually a new construction single family home, you can build yourself your own duplex. And this is one of the reasons why I like it, and this is one of the reasons why I'm teaching it. And there's not a whole lot of people out there going through this process. If you want to learn more about it, there's a school community that I have that's absolutely free right now that you can get some free information. There's other people in there that are going through the process just like you. And if you want to go to it, reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to share with you all my lessons learned on this stuff. It's pretty fun stuff. I really enjoy it. I will talk to you guys again soon.